But you certainly were not smiling when the council voted to delay the election of the city's attorney general until 2018, a vote that ran counter to the 2014 election voters said they wanted in a referendum they passed a few years ago. You call this episode an embarrassment for the council. Why do you feel this strongly?
I felt that strongly because I think the council is being very glib. When I say the council, I mean a majority of the council. The prevailing side was too glib about postponing the election.
You hear that, Jack? Go ahead, please.
And he heard it. The council was very clear in 2009, 2010, when the legislation went through to make the Attorney General more independent and to have an amendment to the Home Rule Act that allowed for the election of the Attorney General. And it was very clear that that election would be in 2014, not in 2010, because at the time we thought Congress would have to amend the Home Rule Act, and also because we didn't want it to look as just being a referendum all about the then Attorney General. So 4 years, that's 2014, very clear. But now what we're hearing is that, well, the law says after January 1st, 2014, and therefore we can have it anytime. Anytime? Does anytime mean we'll do it in 2018, almost a decade after we passed the law? No. And I think that was just a little bit too
clearly
obnoxious to the voters.
Clearly the problem is that you cannot agree on exactly what powers this individual should have as a result of which
maybe... There is a disagreement over that, but that's not the problem. That is not the problem.
Could it be the problem because there are no candidates for this position as yet?
No.
And if I were thinking of running for this position, I would want to know exactly what my powers are going to be before I throw my hat in the ring. If that is as yet undecided.
Not necessarily. That doesn't follow. That's kind of a self-generated argument, Kojo, with all due respect to you. The Attorney General is going to be the Attorney General, and the Attorney General is going to be in charge.
Well, is he going to have those 350 lawyers that the current Attorney General have, or are the individual departments of the government going to have their own attorneys, and he'll have a different body of attorneys?
This is Irv Nathan, the current Attorney General's recommendation that the agency counsel, that is, the attorneys who are in the agencies, should be separated from the Attorney General's office and in the individual agencies reporting to the agency directors, and that the election should go forward in 2014.
That would mean a reduction of power for the Attorney General.
But some council members have said, that creates such uncertainty that how could anybody be Attorney General until that's resolved? Well, Irv Nathan, the current Attorney General, doesn't see a problem with having the election in 2014 and removing some agency counsel. And why would that matter? I don't get why that matters, because the issue is whether the Attorney General, who's the chief legal officer, is going to be elected in 2014 or not whether the Attorney General has agency counsel under his or her jurisdiction.
Well, it will significantly affect the powers of the Attorney General to act if the Attorney General, Assistant Attorney Generals and the various Attorneys General in the various agencies don't report to him or her, but report to the mayor.
I don't know that it's significantly. I mean, I think it's an important issue.
It sounds like a self-generated argument, Tom.